guys, it's Modman000 here today, and today we're going to be doing a overview and review of this blaster here, which is the modulus tristrike. So, without wasting any of your time, let's get right into it. Now, the modulus tristrike is actually a couple of different blasters all in one blaster. So it comes with the main blaster, which a lot of people are actually calling an updated version of a long shot, or sorry, not a long shot, a long strike, with its bolt action prime and elite style internals and the slam fire. That's pretty cool. It comes with basically a demolisher missile launcher, but calibered in mega darts. So it has a 4 mega dart launcher that has the same it has the same firing mechanism that a demolisher missile launcher has. It also comes with the stock, which also has the same action that a demolisher missile has, and it actually shoots demolisher missiles. Okay, so getting into the main blaster first, here we have the modulus tristrike itself, and when you first get it and you pull it out of the box and you're getting all your parts together, you're going to have a new 10-round clip. This is kind of cool. It's nice because it's in between a 6 and a 12. And the 6 and 12 was in between a 6 and a 18, I believe. I don't remember. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me. So the 10 is kind of cool. It's like 2 6s put together, but it's a little bit smaller than a 12, and it holds 10 rounds. It looks nice. It looks kind of like a little bit larger 6-round hanging out of your blaster. The modulus tristrike, the main blaster on the other hand, is extremely nice. It shoots very well. It's comfortable. The grip is comfortable. I really like it. The jam door on it is a little bit small, but what can you do? And you can still clear your jams, so you can deal with that. Overall, I think the main blaster is very nice. It's basically an updated version of a long strike in a much smaller package, as you can see, with a removable stock. And it has slam fire, meaning you can hold down the trigger and you can just use the bolt and prime away at your clip. Now, it does get very nice ranges and it hits pretty nicely, and you notice a slight decrease in accuracy and in range when you're in slam fire mode, obviously, because you're not holding the blaster still and taking the shot when you're ready. But overall, the slam fire mode is cool, and if you're in an HVZ game and you're like busting a horde of zombies and you need to bust a couple of them at once, it's good for that. So overall, I think the main blaster is very nice, and I like its size, and it's kind of like a better version of a retaliator or a long strike. So moving on to the stock blaster. Moving on to the stock blaster. This is kind of cool. Basically what it is it's a demolisher missile launcher up at the front here. Just instead of having a underneath prime or like pump for how the demolisher missile had it, it has it in the back of the stock. So you go like that and you push it forward to shoot your missile. And basically what it has here is if you want to use it alone by itself, it has a stock attachment point, so you can clip the kind of separate stock onto it and use it as a one-piece missile launcher. Or you can grab a blaster, like your tristrike, and you can put the stock on, and then you can clip the missile launcher bit of it on top of the blaster on attack rail, or underneath the blaster on attack rail. And I will show you a way that you can do it underneath, but it still works the same. You basically load your missile on, and you can use it by pulling the stock out and pushing it forwards again, like that. And it's nice for, again, I'm going to use HVZ for all of this because this blaster would be very good for HVZ. It has 3 different ammo types that you're shooting. It has the Demolisher missile, which is great for stunning like heavy class zombies or zombies that you can't stun with mega darts or micro darts. So it's got that going for it. It also has micro darts for range, accuracy, and for stunning regular zombies. And last but not least, we are going to get into the mega dart launcher and then a couple of other things. So let's get right into the mega dart launcher. So like the Demolisher missile launcher before it, this has a underneath the barrels prime. So there's the plunger tube in here, and then a plastic tube that runs up here, which then goes into the smart AR system, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And you basically pump it, and you shoot off your mega darts. And like the Demolisher, or like the stock or the blaster, you can use this to have 4 extra shots for like in a nerf war, or you can use this to stun special class zombies. So overall, I think these attachments or this blaster would be pretty good for HVZ because you can stun pretty much every kind of zombie there is in HVZ. So I really like that fact about the blaster, and unfortunately, like the missile launcher stock doesn't get great range performance, but the front barrel gun of it gets pretty good, and the main blaster gets pretty good performance. So now I'm gonna go over the way that I would run the tristrike, and then I will show you kind of a space age blaster that you can build with the stock and a retaliator, and you get to keep your missile launcher and you can use a retaliator for that. So let's get right into that. Okay, so the way that I would run a tristrike is with a modified retaliator or recon barrel, where I cut down the barrel shroud and took off the main piece. I used electrical tape to hold on an Alpha Trooper front barrel, and then I have a Raider stock back here, which is super comfortable. It's nice, it's extendable. Sadly mine is broken. I need to get another one or fix this one. But I really like this setup, and I might use a different clip or a bunch of different clips, but I really like this setup because it's very small. It's not super small, but it's very tactical, and I personally think it looks like a kitted out AR-15 with a ambidextrous side prime upper. I think that's really cool, and to be honest, I really like the blaster this way, and I think that if I were going to go to a nerf war, I would mod the internals of the blaster, and then I would just run it this way, because I like the way it feels, I like the size of it, and it gets pretty good performance. So, with that said, let's show you about that space age blaster I was talking about with the retaliator. Okay, so this is the space age blaster I was talking about. And to be honest, like, this doesn't even have to be here. So if I was going to make a space age blaster like this, what I would do is I would take a tristrike stock, and then I would basically cut the tubing off of it and fill up here with epoxy, and then over the hole where the tube comes out, I'd fill that with epoxy, and I'd basically just take the missile launcher part off, and you use a retaliator in the middle for the base blaster, and you use one of my cut down recon or retaliator barrels with the Alpha Trooper end, and you have a really cool looking space AG blaster. However, or you could keep your missile launcher part on, have a tube that runs down the side of your blaster, and still have the missile launcher that works. So you can get an extra shot, and it makes a pretty comfy foregrip. So, to be honest, I don't know if I would leave it or keep it. I think it looks cool, but to be honest, I would rather run my tristrike with the barrel and make something else with the stock, or just make another one of those barrels. So, thanks for watching. This is my video on the nerf tristrike, and personally, I like the blaster. So, see you next time.